Hey, what's up, Viltrox here, welcome back to the channel and welcome in 2022. Today we're talking about settings for your X-E4 and how to overcome the quirks that this camera came with and the fact that there are some buttons missing and all that stuff. I'm going to show you exactly how I set up mine and how you can set up yours to potentially overcome all these quirks. So let's get to it. So when I'm getting the camera for the first time in my hands, what I'm doing is to take off all the sounds. I hate to have that autofocus sound, that beeping that makes everyone going crazy, as well as the shutter sound or any other extra sounds that the camera shouldn't do, and it might distract you from shooting or might distract others, especially if you're shooting on the streets or portraits or in an environment that needs a little bit more silent approach, and that's concerts and events and stuff like that. The second thing that I'm doing is to go into display, and holding the display button will basically help you go into custom functions, and all custom functions that are on the screen right now are the ones that you can set up easily. The first one on top, it's the Q button, which now it's placed on the top plate, and that is the Q. I left it to be the quick menu because it's very easily to access everything, especially when you're changing frame, when you're changing the way you're shooting, white balance and ISO and stuff like that, but we will go to that a little bit later. Now the second one is the FN button, also placed on the top of the plate, and that one for me is set to white balance. It's easy. I'm pressing that, I'm going to white balance and set the white balance that I want. If I want to stay on auto, if I want to go for something weird like tungsten or a warmer cloudy look, something like that. The third one is the touch up or the touch FN1, which you can activate if you're activating touch screen, and when I'm swiping up, I'm getting all the autofocus modes that are missing right here. So that is how I overcome that, and it's very easy to swipe up, choose whatever you want, and then go back. Now the swipe left or the touch FN2, I set it up to be the film simulations, and because we don't have a D-pad on this camera anymore, that is very useful. It's exactly how Fujifilm set up the left button on the camera, and that is very useful if you're used to those kind of things. In the same time, the touch right or swipe right on the screen will bring the autofocus points and how am I choosing to shoot on zone or single autofocus point or in all points or tracking or stuff like that. So that is very helpful to not go into menu and change all those things all the time. And obviously the last one, the touch down or the swipe down, the touch FN4, it's set up to be the bubble to bring me the level and help me level the camera if I'm shooting landscapes or videos like I do on this camera, because this is a perfect hybrid camera, and that is very, very helpful. And the last one here, it's the AlFL button that is placed on the back top of the plate, and that is very helpful if you want to use an AF1 back button focusing, or you can leave it like that and just switch the camera to manual. For those of you who didn't know, that is an amazing thing. As long as you're switching the camera to manual and you're shooting an autofocus lens, not a manual lens, this button will automatically become an AF1 button. So I usually keep the camera on manual just to use that as an AF1 button, but obviously it depends on your style of shooting, whatever you're shooting, and that's great. So the AlFL button for me stays the same because I don't want to change that. I'm not using it in autofocus continuous, I'm not using it in autofocus single, so I'm only using it in manual to from time to time focus if I need to, or a manual focus and just check focus with it, something like that, but it stays the same. I didn't change that. Also on the X-E4, just like on any Fujifilm camera, you can customize the quick menu settings and everything that you want to be presented with when you're pressing the Q button, and that is very, very useful as well. And in a different video I'm going to show you that. If you're interested in stuff like that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy them, because like I said, I'm going to try to teach you more about how to shoot and how easy it is to overcome these kind of situations, quirky situations that some cameras present with you, like you know, this X-E4, and not only this one, but there are other cameras as well that are missing stuff that you are probably used to on your DSLR or SLR, and that's a great thing. Now, about the accessories that I'm using with this camera, and I'm again not talking about this in this video, but there's so many, and if you want to have a video like that, please put your comments in the box down below and let me know, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm using for this camera and what I should buy or you should buy to make this camera comfortable to shoot with, and very, very reliable on the street or when you're shooting family shots or portraits or landscapes, even wildlife, whatever you want to shoot with. This is a great sensor that can provide you with great image quality as well as colors, so it's basically suitable for many things. Now I'm not saying that this should be your only camera, especially if you're shooting professional. You're probably into bigger cameras, you're probably into full frame, but if you have this one, I think these settings that I just showed you will definitely help you. And that's it. That's for the first video of the 2022. Hopefully you guys will be here and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we're gonna enjoy this channel more and more, all of us, because I really enjoy making these videos for you. Don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up if you like them. Also, look in the description below for more videos in our playlists, and check the affiliate links if you want to buy some of the gear that I'm talking about. There are links of Amazon, and you're not paying extra. It's just a kickback that I'm getting from if you're using that link, and you know, this helps the channel, and basically you're buying me a coffee doing that. So go ahead and do it if you feel comfortable. If not, it's all good. Just go ahead and choose whatever you want to choose, whatever place or whatever store you want to choose to buy from. And guys, don't forget to stay focused. Don't forget photography is important to document our lives, our days, our streets and places. It's very important for us and for the generations to come. And I will definitely see you in a bit.